Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is our third lecture on this geodesics. In the first lecture, it was just the introduction of the subject, that what we want to do. And in that thing, I told you that our purpose is to find the shortest distance between 2 points on a given surface. And surface may be of any shape. And for that purpose, we define functions. What are the minima of a function, what is maxima of a function, and what is a stationary function, which is not varying at all. Okay? But if a function is varying, then it will have finite number of maxima and minima, and this is what we are going to see. तो उसमें ये था कि you differentiate the function, equate equal to 0, and find the roots of the equation. You may get 2, 3, 4 roots depending upon the nature of the equation, and then you double differentiate f. You put those points in there, and if answer is negative, then that is maxima, and if answer is positive, that is minima. We did 1 or 2 examples of that. Then we came to our main topic, geodesic. What is the shortest distance between 2 points on a given surface? देखो, अगर surface curved है, and you are talking about 1 point here and 1 point there, and you say we want to reach there, so there are many infinite number of ways. But what is the shortest distance? What is the shortest distance between that point, these 2 points, how to find it? And for that we developed a procedure last time, going through certain mathematics, certain equations. This is just nothing but continuation of the same thing, but it will give you a criterion. If you put it there, then you will be able to find very easily the shortest distance between the 2 points. Now look, that function is with us, in which we are going to make variations. ठीक है ना? कि this should satisfy the equation. So main purpose is to find the value of yx, that is solution of the equation, whether it gives you the right equation of the curve which represents the shortest distance or not. For that purpose we considered another capital Y, which is equal to small y, which is our given, and that is alpha eta x. Now this situation is like this. You go to the market and you say okay, we want to buy ready-made clothes for us. Now it is not necessary that they will fit me, but if I like it, what I'll do, I'll buy the nearest one which suits me. And of course that will need small variation in that. मैं दर्जी को कहूँगा कि इसमें ये थोड़ा सा चेंज कर दो कि ये मेरे पर फिट आ जाए, थोड़े से बाजू लंबे हैं, थोड़ा सा ये है कि वो फिट आ जाए. Exactly the same situation is कि you are going to find the equation of that line, not necessarily straight line, but it is a curve, and then you make changes in the function so that it gives you the right equation of the path. This is why it is known as calculus of variation. Calculus of variation. तो इसलिए कहते हैं अब this is given function with which we are going to play, make variation in that. This is yx. Yx is obtained by adding small thing to it, where alpha is very small, tending towards 0, alpha eta x. And the other day, I told you what is eta x? Eta x is a parameter which depends upon x, but it is such that at the starting point and at the end point, it is 0. Okay? This eta is 0 at x1 and x2. Fine. If you agree with this equation, then the next is just derivative of this, derivative of this, derivative of this. This is constant derivative of that. No problem. अब देखें, in the very first lecture I told you how to find the arc length. Arc length, I'll again repeat it, कि how to find the arc length. ये कैसे मालूम की जाती है? Arc length. You divide it into smaller distances. What you do, this is a small right angle triangle, and to a good approximation this is straight line. Then the next one is this one, next one is this one, next one is this one. This is dx and this is dy, because this is x and that is y. So since it is a right angle triangle, and therefore this small ds1 is equal to dx square plus dy square root, rather dx1 square dy. Similarly, you find of this, this, you find all ds, you sum them up, that is integrated, and you get this one. Okay, so this is how arc length is determined. Then what I did, I took dx common out of it, I took dx common out of it, sorry, yeah, dx common, तो आप देखिए इधर 1 रह जाएगा, and this will be dy over dx whole square, और ये फिर क्या हो जाएगा, dx, this is y dash square, so it is x1 to x2 dx, and that is the integral which gives you the distance between the 2 points. The distance between the 2 points. I didn't say that this is a minimum distance. This is a minimum distance. In order to find a minimum distance, you have to make variation in that. So there will be one place where this will have minimum value. Okay? तो ये जो है, इसको हमने represent कर दिया f, x, y and y dash. This is the general expression. This is the general expression of this, because this will change nature from problem to problem. You come across with various problem, और ये चीज़ change होती जाएगी. So that is f is function of x, y and y dash. ठीक हो गई? इसी को मैंने इधर लिख दिया है कि I is a function of x, y, y dash, but since I have taken yx is equal to yx plus eta x, and therefore I alpha will be fx capital Y dash dx, where capital Y is related to this by adding small amount. When eta x is 0, capital Y is equal to small y. Okay? अच्छा जी, चले ये बात खत्म हो गई. And we want di over d alpha is equal to 0, that is we are differentiated and we are going to put it equal to 0 at alpha is equal to 0, because we are going to minimize it. तो इसके लिए पहली बात तो ये है कि इसका डेरिवेटिव ले लो और उसको 0 करो. ठीक है? We are going to do it. di over d alpha, delta f derivative of this with respect to y, and then derivative of this with respect to alpha, because y depends upon alpha. ठीक है, y alpha पर भी depend कर रहा है. So this is one, plus the other variable is there, derivative of this, partial derivative, and then this also depends upon alpha, so dy dash over d alpha dx. Is it clear to you? कोई problem तो नहीं है? Okay, if you don't have any problem, then let's proceed. Di over d alpha x1 to x2 eta x plus delta f over delta y dash eta dash x into dx. Now how I got that? How I got that? ये eta कहाँ से आ गया? This is with the help of equation 1 and 2. देखें क्या चीज़ गायब हो गई है, उसमें डेल्टा एफ और डेल्टा वाई इज देयर, एंड फॉर दिस देयर इज ईटा एक्स. सो इफ यू डिफरेंशिएट इट dy by d alpha, you will get eta x. You will get eta x. Dy over dx alpha will be, that is, you are differentiating it with respect to alpha. Remember, yx does not depend upon alpha, तो इसका तो डेरिवेटिव 0 हो जाएगा. Okay, so differentiate this with respect to alpha, and you get y dash x, and that is alpha. तो इसको मैंने क्या कर दिया कि dy by d alpha has been replaced by eta x, and similarly dy dash over d alpha is equal to eta dash x. Okay, तो ये eta dash x आ गया, ये eta x आ गया हुआ है, and at alpha is equal to 0. Remember yx, इधर मैंने देखो अब फिर छोटा y ले रहे हैं, उधर बड़ा y था और इधर देखो छोटा y है, because we are working at alpha is equal to 0, so this is equal to that one. So delta f over delta small y eta x delta f over delta y dash small y dash eta dash x. अब इसके बाद जो है इंटीग्रेट, इसके बाद स्टेप जो है इंटीग्रेट इट, एंड व्हेन यू इंटीग्रेट व्हाट यू गेट, फर्स्ट पार्ट इज दिस वन, x1 to x2 delta f over delta small y eta x dx, this as it is. ठीक है, फिर ये दो आ गए. ओके, अब इसमें देखो u कौन सा है और v क्या है. This is u into v form. Let's say this is u and this is v, and see whether we are getting the right answer. देखो ये क्या चीज़ है, इट इज़ एज इट इज़. इसका मतलब है इसको मैंने u लिया है और इसको मैंने v लिया है. सो इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ दीज टू थिंग्स इज u into integral of this, but since it is derivative, integral and derivative will cancel, and you will be having eta x. आपको पता है ना कि when product of two function, when you are going to integrate it, you say u into integral of v minus integral derivative of u into integral of v. This is what we have done. कि पहला तो ठीक है, नो प्रॉब्लम. दूसरे में u as it is into integral of this, and since it is derivative and therefore derivative and integral will cancel, it is eta x. Substitute the limit x1 to x2 minus derivative of this quantity. ये डैश देख रहे हो, ठहरो मैं इसको सही लिखता हूँ. Okay, plus derivative of this into integral again, which is eta x. And as I told you, कि eta x, if you substitute the limit, then at x1 and x2, that is the end point, eta is 0 and hence this will be 0. ठीक हो गया एंड पॉइंट पर. And therefore remaining thing is di over d alpha is equal to integral of x1 to x2 delta f over delta y. अब देखो इसमें भी ईटा आ रहा है और इसमें भी ईटा आ रहा है, ये तो 0 हो गया. तो आप देखें ईटा दोनों में कॉमन है, मैंने कॉमन ले लिया ईटा. ईटा इज कॉमन, सो इट इज डेल्टा f over delta y minus d by dx delta f over delta y dash, and there is a single integral because the integral is same. Now within that integral the product of two things is 0. Product of two things is 0. तो या ये 0 है या ये 0 है, दोनों तो 0 हो नहीं सकते क्योंकि that will be a undeterminate form, वो हमें नहीं चाहिए. तो देखें eta x is only 0 at x1 and x2, but between x1 and x2 it is not 0. So it means eta x is not 0. Eta x is not 0. It means it is up to you कि इसकी जो भी वैल्यू लेते हो. ठीक है, ये 5, 10, 8, 12 किस हर एक पॉइंट पर ये वेरी कर रहा है. तो ये तो वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द points in between x1 and x2, eta will have any value. लेकिन ये फिर 0 क्यों हो जाता है? Because this is 0. This portion is 0. इस इक्वेशन को बोलते हैं यूलर इक्वेशन. क्या है? यूलर इक्वेशन, and it determines the shortest distance between the 2 points. Now let's see how powerful this Euler equation is in solving the problem. How powerful it is in solving the problem. उस दिन हमने एक प्रॉब्लम किया था स्ट्रेट लाइन का, याद है आपको? मैं भी आपको बताता हूँ. Remember when we were talking about this thing generally, not making consideration of that, और हमने कहा कि स्ट्रेट लाइन है. मैंने ये ग्राफ बनाया था और उसमें एंड वी शोड के y डैश इज इक्वल टू कांस्टेंट. ठीक है, ये किसके लिए था? ये हमने एक एग्जांपल ली थी कि भाई एक्स वाई प्लेन में हमने एक स्ट्रेट लाइन ले ली, and then for that we did all those calculations. It is present in my second lecture. और हमने ये इक्वेशन निकाली y dash is equal to constant, which is equation of a straight line dy by dx. मतलब है स्लोप कांस्टेंट आ रही है, और स्लोप कांस्टेंट उस वक्त होती है when you are talking about the straight line. Okay, straight line always have a constant slope. Two straight line may have different slopes, but for one straight line slope is the same. But if it is not a straight line, then slope is varying. Okay, slope is not constant. This is what we prove. So I am going to take the same example again. I am going to take the same example again, and I am going to make use of this. अच्छा, आप इसको कहेंगे प्रॉब्लम. यूज Euler's equation to find geodesic in a plane. In a plane. देखो वो भी दो जो स्ट्रेट लाइन हमने जो लास्ट टाइम प्रॉब्लम किया था, वो भी प्लेन की मैंने बात की थी. मैंने एक्स वाई प्लेन बनाई और उसमें आपको कहा देखो वो इस किस्म का प्रॉब्लम था कि ये आपका x है, ये y है, ये पॉइंट है x1, ये पॉइंट है x2, you can reach it there, you can reach it there, you can reach it there, and there are many ways. ये आपका जियोडेसिक है और उसकी हमने फिर ये शो किया था कि y dash is equal to constant. अब हम we are going to make use of Euler equation कि भाई ये जो है स्ट्रेट लाइन जो है ये, अच्छा जी, अब हमारे पास क्या चीज़ है, मेन चीज़ x1 to x2 1 plus y dash square dx. याद है यहीं से हमने शुरू किया था, मैंने कहा ये fx y और y dash है, रिमेंबर, ये पहले शुरू किया था इसी से. एंड आवर f इज 1 plus y dash square. आपका f क्या है, ये चीज है. या आप पिछले उसमें नोट्स में देखें तो आपको ये क्लियर हो जाएगा. एंड देयरफॉर आप इक्वेशन को देखो, हमने क्या चीज़ मालूम करनी है, डेल्टा एफ ओवर डेल्टा वाई मालूम करना है. डेल्टा एफ ओवर डेल्टा वाई. व्हाट इज डेल्टा एफ ओवर डेल्टा वाई? इसमें वाई है, वाई डैश तो है, वाई है इसमें नहीं है. सो डेल्टा एफ ओवर डेल्टा वाई इज 0. दूसरी चीज क्या मालूम करनी है, डेल्टा एफ ओवर डेल्टा वाई डैश. डेल्टा एफ ओवर डेल्टा वाई डैश, एंड दैट विल बी इक्वल टू 1 over 2 1 over 1 plus y dash square root into 2y dash and that is equal to y dash over 1 plus y dash square. ठीक हो गया, ये आपको समझ आ गई मैंने क्या किया है. In order to fulfill the requirement of Euler equation, I have to find these two quantities from my given f. F can be of any shape. What I did, first I found delta f over delta y. Because there is no y, it is 0. But y dash is there, so I have differentiated it. I got that point. Put in that equation, in Euler equation, तो पहली चीज आ जाएगी d by dx of this quantity 1 plus y dash square. ये ठहरो, स्क्वायर रूट है, अच्छा, स्क्वायर रूट and minus 0 is equal to 0. Minus 0 is equal to 0. चलें जी, इसको इंटीग्रेट करें तो क्या आएगा. Okay, if you integrate it, then y dash over 1 minus y dash square is equal to constant, or y dash is equal to constant. मतलब है वही रिजल्ट आया है जो कि हमने पहले निकाला था. इसको उधर ले जाओ, कांस्टेंट के साथ ये चीज़ मल्टीप्लाई होकर अनदर कांस्टेंट बन जाएगी. सो y dash is equal to a constant. It means that this is the equation of straight line. This is equation of straight line. Now let me take some other examples as well, कि ये थोड़ा सा क्लियर हो जाए. एक और एग्जाम्पल लेता हूँ. देखो इसका टाइम तो खत्म नहीं हुआ, 5 मिनट है. let me take another example. आप ऐसे करो कि मैं इधर 3 प्रॉब्लम लिखता हूँ, कुछ कर लेंगे कुछ नहीं करेंगे। अच्छा, आप लिखें जी, फाइंड and solve the Euler equation for find problems. Find and solve the Euler equations for A, x1 to x2 ds over y. B, x1 to x2 square root of y ds. C, x1 to x2 y1 minus y dash square dx. D, ट्राई करें ये लास्ट वाला, मैं इम्तिहान में नहीं पूछूंगा कि देखो कर सकते हो कि नहीं कर सकते। ये लास्ट वाला जो है ये ज़रूरी नहीं है, लेकिन देखो आप ट्राई करो फॉर योर ओन नॉलेज कि कर सकते हो कि नहीं कर सकते। चलें जी, पहले तो आ जाएं ए पार्ट पर। ए पार्ट इज योर इंटीग्रल I is equal to x1 to x2 1 over y into dx square plus dy square, which is further equal to x1 to x2 dx over y 1 minus dy over dx whole square, or I is equal to x1 to x2 1 minus y square over y dx, and this is your x1 to x2 f x y y dash dx। समझ आ गई मैंने क्या किया? ये मैंने पहला पोर्शन लिया है। क्या किया है? I have taken the first portion और उसको सिंप्लीफाई उसी तरीके से किया, दी टेक्निक विच वी हैव डेवलप कि ds इसके बराबर है और फिर dx कॉमन ले लिया इसको। अगर आपको ये चीज़ याद है कि दिस इज इक्वल तो आप ऐसे भी लिख सकते हो। और ये जो है एक मिनट, ये माइनस है कि प्लस?